Mark here again. I want to share another excerpt from my book, Gratitude, The Keys to Staying Motivated in Difficult Times. Book just published about 3 days ago. You can get it on lulu.com, Barnes & Nobles, or go to Amazon. Again, the name of it is Gratitude, The Keys to Staying Motivated in Difficult Times. In this excerpt that I'm going to select, I'm talking about resistance, why we should not resist whatever is the resistance in your life. When facing brutal resistance in life, we must employ a technique used in judo fighting style where you use your opponent's energy against them, or parry a punch in boxing. This means rather than resisting, you go with your opponent's momentum. But both are pretty much the same. Remember, what you resist, you persist. Resisting the resistance you are facing or find yourself in is the source of the depletion of your motivation. It is your wrestling, your struggling with whatever the challenge or obstacle is that reduces your motivation. I can almost guarantee that this wrestling and struggling isn't even with what is actually presenting the blockage in your life. I'm almost certain that this wrestling and struggling is expressing itself in some form of worry and anxiety, sleepless nights about the perceived problem that is causing the actual blockage. This is why your motivation is being drained. This is the culprit. Worry and anxiety drains your vital life force. And this life force is part and parcel to maintaining motivation. If you can sink your teeth of understanding into the aforementioned, you will be having a eureka moment right now, even as I myself am, as I sit here on the N6 bus writing. And that eureka is this. It is not life's rejections, resistance, or challenges that drains our motivation. It is our worrying and anxiety about them. The key to remaining motivated is to first let go of the old way of doing and seeing things. Stop fighting, give up, throw in the towel. But this makes no sense, you might be thinking, right? But I counter your thinking by saying it makes all the sense in the world. If your wrestling and struggling is only worry and anxiety masquerading around in different forms, if your fighting is really just within yourself, and you are now finding that you have been the one leaking your own motivation motor oil, then it makes perfect sense that you give up your old fighting techniques and alter your style of combat. Enacting the parrying boxer's technique would look like this in real world practice. Rather than worrying about situations that are outside of your control, example, people walk out on you, you let them walk. Been betrayed by a loved one or a close friend? Seek no revenge. The best revenge is simply moving on with your life. Entered into a bad business deal? Cease and desist and part ways. All these are parrying life's punches. Rather than combating, you simply roll with the momentum. In all this, none of your motivation is lost. You are simply taking negative energy and converting it into positive energy to be stored and utilized at a later date. Remember, when applied rightly, every failure will bring within it a valuable lesson, leaving you better than before. This in turn increases your motivation. Again, Gratitude, written by yours truly, lulu.com. You can pick it up, Barnes & Nobles, Amazon. Peace.